In many ways, human cells are similar to the cells of other animals, as well as those of plants. But animal and plant cells are not completely alike. The most significant difference between plant and animal cells occurs at the cell membrane. A protective wall of cellulose surrounds the cell membrane, making the cells stronger and more rigid. Grouped together, the cells give plants structure and support. Just as animals have an intricate and complex structure, so do plants. When a plant first sprouts from a seed, the first structure to break out of the seed's coat is the root. The chief functions of roots are to draw water and minerals from the soil, serve as places to store food, and anchor the plant to the ground. There are two main types of root systems, the diffuse or fibrous root system and the taproot system. Fibrous root systems consist of many thin, branched roots. They usually take up a large volume of soil, growing relatively close to the surface. As a result, they are effective at controlling soil erosion. Grass, for example, has a fibrous root system. A taproot system has one or two fast-growing roots with fewer branches that extend straight down into the soil. Taproots draw water and nutrients from deep in the soil. Taproots are also good anchors for plants growing in loose soil or windy locations. Pine trees have a taproot system. Just above the very end of the root, root hairs extend outward. Although root hairs are less than a centimeter, the sheer numbers enable plants to collect enormous quantities of water. Above ground, the stem is critical to the plant's life system. Stems give the plant support. Food produced in the leaves travels through vascular tissue called phloem to the stem and the roots. Water and nutrients absorbed by the plant's roots travel up another kind of vascular tissue, xylem, through the stem to the leaves. Stems take on a variety of forms, from the delicate slender grass stems to the woody upright trunk of a full-grown tree. The lateral outgrowth of the stem is the leaf. The leaf is the chief food manufacturing organ of a plant. The typical leaf consists of a stalk and a blade. The blade is the thin, flat, expanded portion that is normally green in color because it contains the pigment chlorophyll. In conifers, the leaves are a needle-like shape. Chlorophyll is found in organelles within plant cells called chloroplast. It is chlorophyll that plays a key role in photosynthesis, the process by which plants produce food and oxygen. One of several chlorophyll pigments traps light energy that breaks down water in the plant into molecules of oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen atoms in the plant and carbon dioxide from the air combine to make sugar molecules, or glucose. The leftover oxygen is released. The glucose formed during this process is the basic energy source for all living organisms. Photosynthesis can therefore be considered the ultimate source of life for nearly all plants and animals. It provides the source of energy that drives all their metabolic processes. Respiration, one of the 7 key life processes, occurs in plants, just as it does in animals. Plants use organs called stomata, found primarily in their leaves, to exchange gases with the environment. In a plant's respiration process, oxygen combines with glucose to produce carbon dioxide and water, which are released into the environment. And plants, too, must reproduce to continue to survive. Many flowers depend on insects for pollination, transferring pollen from male reproductive organs to female reproductive organs. After fertilization, seeds develop and are dispersed, eventually germinating and becoming new plants that will repeat the cycle. In this way, all forms of life are connected. Animals pollinate many plants, ensuring that they continue to thrive. Plants enrich our planet with oxygen and glucose. Each needs the other to survive.